All right, hey guys, Jason here. We're back up here at JC Lewis Ford. We're wandering around making some videos, just taking a look here. We're up here all the time. But what we want to talk about today is a very interesting statistic. Cox Automotive just put this out as of October 2025. Guess what the average MSRP on a full-size truck was? This number is shocking. Average MSRP. And we're going to talk about how you beat this and all these kind of things. But what is the average manufacturer suggested retail price? The window sticker price is what we are talking. This number that we see right there on this is buried on here. Hang on, I'll light it up here for you. But what is this number? Look at there. Oh, what's this one? $81,000. Okay, 81 grand. We are on a full size. We are on an F-150 FX4 here, and I'll hit that light again for you. But we are on an F-150. This is a Power Boost 3.5 hybrid, $81,000. What is the average MSRP on a full-size truck today for all brands? Okay, here's the number. Ready? $70,351. You heard that correct. 70 grand. 70 grand is the average price of a full-size truck. Is that not the most disgusting thing you've ever heard in your entire life? That is the average, not the lowest, not even the highest. That is the average, as we just see, $80,000 trucks, okay? This is the insane part of this. What does it mean for us, the consumer, the buyer? Well, it means that the prices have got astronomical. They've got too far. We know that. We know that the deals have got to be there because people are not going to pay that kind of money. We know that they try to get us to do that and pay those prices because they will play the games with 96 months. We're out to 96 months. You can get this Tremor right here. Beautiful Tremor. You deserve this. You should have that. But the payment's too much, so you should be able to get it for 96 months. Who cares? You're going to pay 30 grand in interest. You know, you should be able to get it. 96 months will get you the payment you need. Okay, they have all these tactics and methods to get you into whatever you need to have. $70,000 is the average MSRP of one of these full-size trucks for all brands. It is the dumbest thing I've ever read in my entire life, is that number. I'd have never guessed. If you'd asked me average for a full-size truck, I'd have said probably 60 grand, not 70. Okay, I wouldn't even buy an HD truck for 70 grand. Okay, I could get an F-250 Tremor, F-250 Tremor 7.3 XLT, and I could get it for under $70,000. Low to mid-60s. And that's a Super Duty with a 7.3. There's no reason for the average price of a full-size truck to be 70 grand, over 70 grand. So, I also just made a video on the fact that there's 3 million vehicles available today, almost as many as there's been before. What do we do with that and how do we use it? Well, what we're going to do with that is we're going to take the fact that, yes, MSRPs might be $70,000. How do we beat that and bypass that? Well, we take advantage of it in the fact that we get the deals. Okay, negotiate with the dealers, talk to the dealers, shop around. There's so many options available on every single lot. Look at this one here. This is a great place, but look at how many F-150s. Okay, we've been through this. There's F-150 stacked on top of F-150, stacked on top of F-150, and we are on a small little college town, Statesboro, Georgia dealership. Okay, not a big dealership. We got tons and tons of trucks, and the average price of these things is $70,000. In my opinion, there is not a vehicle, full-size truck made today by any brand. I don't care who makes it, even Toyota. I would not buy any full-size truck if I could not today, with the inventory levels we have, if I could not get close to 20% off. That's my thought. And again, that's the way I would honestly feel. I would like to be near that number. It wasn't like that even 6 months ago. There were a couple that you could get 20% off, not a ton, but there were some. But now today, I would say that that number, based on the fact that there's 3 million vehicles available, based on the fact that the average MSRP is $70,000, I would be looking for somewhere, and if I'm looking at an average $70,000 vehicle, I'm looking for 20% off. That's kind of where I'm shooting for, as close as possible to 20% off as I can get, and I'm talking about any particular one. There's no reason for any full-size truck to be an average of $70,000. Matter of fact, when you look at Super Duties and HD trucks between tradesmen and fleet service trucks and things like that, and you take all that HD stuff into consideration, I believe that the HD truck should be an average MSRP of $70,000. All right, sponsoring this video, we have Last Fit, one of the best companies out there. We have the Last Fit air compressor right here. You guys have seen me do video reviews on it. I take this thing with me every place. It is absolutely incredible for cars, for bicycles, for all that kind of stuff. My Jeep has got a lot of Last Fit stuff on it. We have Last Fit fog lights right there that are absolutely incredible, those beams. We have Last Fit high visibility turn signals right in here that are incredible. We have Last Fit mats we just got done putting in Bella's new Sentra. We have them in our 4Runner as well too, but look at the coverage here. How about that for never having to vacuum your vehicle out again? Just dump your crap right out. Look at how great that is. And what if you got a kid in the back? Look at this car seat. Look at how nice this is. Again, never having to vacuum. Look at that coverage that we have in here. Absolutely incredible. And what about the trunk? Look at this. Again, never having to vacuum again. Just take this truck or the whole mat out and dump it off and get rid of all the stuff on there. Super simple and easy. So we use Last Fit for everything. I cannot say enough good things about the company, even in our truck. This bed mat, this custom fit, molded, super good, lipped, ribbed. This thing is incredible, and it is Last Fit liners for this entire thing here. Tough as nails, durable as it gets. Cannot say enough good things about Last Fit, and we appreciate them taking the time to sponsor this video and put their stuff out here and show us their amazing products. Their website and information running below for you, and it will also be in the video description as well. Check them out. You will be very happy with all the products they make. I am. Not full size. These numbers are astronomical. That number is such a huge hit. We don't got to stand for it. We don't have to tolerate it. We can kind of nip that in the bud. We just don't pay for them that much. Get them to bring the prices down. And it can't be that hard because none of these are moving. None of them are moving. People aren't buying them. And if they are buying them, they're buying them for deals. So don't be afraid to negotiate. Don't be afraid to work these things. Don't be afraid to push the limits on them a little bit. We are talking astronomical numbers, 70%. And we did a video or before I left for my hunting trip, where, so about a month and a half ago, where we walked this entire lot and we looked at them. We looked at all these vehicles and the MSRPs. Here's one right here, okay, 48. This is a Super Cab, 2025, 2.7, F-150 Super Cab, $49,000 for this truck right here. No wheel well liners, no nothing, I mean, it is as basic as it gets. No bed power, no bed light. I mean, there's nothing on this. This is as stripped down as it basically gets. It is a STX, which is basically like a work truck, but it is as basic as it gets, and it's at $49,000. Okay, that price is insane. Here's a Tremor right here. Here's a different one. Here we get into a Tremor, and this one here is got the 402A package, and it is $80,000. You see this variation in these numbers. Here's a 3.5 liter right here. This is a Super Crew Power Boost hybrid, $66,000. Okay, we see these numbers are just crazy when you look at what you're getting into on these things. You look over here, again, we got the Tremors. Okay, you look here, we got a Platinum. We come in here and we look at a Platinum over here. Like right here, here's a Platinum. When we start talking about these, we start talking about high numbers again. Look at $80,000. We're talking about 80 grand on these things. The numbers are just huge and they hit hard. It doesn't need to be that way. Do not let them fool you into thinking you have to pay that. Another Platinum right here. Okay, this goes for all brands and all dealerships. $80,000. Just tell them no. And see how long they sit. It doesn't have to be like that. And there's no reason, under any circumstances, no reason at all, that you can't get 20% off on this thing. So if this is an $80,000 truck and you want to get $16,000 off of this thing, take it down to about $65,000, should not be a problem. Now you're starting to talk about something that might be a little more worthwhile, and it has some value. And you've bought your depreciation up front from these numbers, and it becomes a smarter buy then. At these prices we're seeing, no way. Here's an XLT right here, standard XLT. We like the XLT F-150, but it's Power Boost. We don't have window stickers on that side. So you got the power boost option in here, but this is XLT, middle of the road trim, $65,000. Just say no. Tell them you want me to buy something from you and you want me to pay these kind of prices, we got to negotiate. You got to get them down. Should not be that hard to hit the 20% mark, in my opinion, based on what we're seeing today and based on the stupid $70,000 average MSRP on a full-size truck. That is just the craziest crap I ever heard. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching.